Oh. Alrighty. Pull up my notes. Alrighty. The year is 2006. And the year is 1995. 2006, the last time the Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl. In 1995, the Chargers were in the Super Bowl. And now, both these teams look to claim glory once again. Goddamn right I am. Maxed out rosters. Welcome to Season 4 of the SKFA Football League. Just in your team chat. In your team chat. Just all the way at the bottom. It's in your team chat. And here we go. The kick is away. We've got 8 minutes in the first quarter. Time to see who's going to take the throne as the return is out to about the 27-28. 30, my fault. And out comes last year's MVP, Zostart. Not bad numbers on the season. One of the 6,000-yard passers. I'm going to make sure the stream's working okay. And here we go. No, that's me. Hold on, let me turn down the other. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Here we go. Halfback dive to Sonola up the middle will be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage for bringing it up to 3rd and 2. Two receivers set to the right. Start. Motions the tight end across. Goes back to the side. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass. Caught. That's Luca Amelia on the first down catch there. He's retiring. Here we go. Zostart in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle to his tight end, who's been really reliable. Now, that was Gentry. My fault. Forgot. Number 8's McLaurin. Here we go. Stark. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure's coming over the middle. Caught. Gentry again. Quick passes back to back. He's going to move the sticks. No, he's going to be short. Here we go. A shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle is knocked away. True Edwards on the pass breakup. And here we go. 4th and 1. Ball at the Chargers. 44. Quick pass over the middle. Caught by Gentry again. His 4th catch of the game off that same drag right over the middle. Here we go. Drops back to throw. Rolls out right. And he's going to be knocked down. We've got a fumble. Who picks it up? Number 93. That is going to be Johnson. Davon Johnson's going to fall on the ball there. I'll be at everyone. Super Bowl is up. You're maxed out too. Here we go. First look at Damian Maximoff in the shotgun. His time to shine is now. If he wants to be considered the best, he has to win it on the big stage. Quick pass outside to A.J. Frost. Mason Rain in the backfield behind Damian in the under center. Takes a snap, halfback stretch to the right side, and Rain bounces it out to the outside. He's at the 30, 25, and he's going to be knocked down right at the 25-yard line. Bringing up a new set of downs with 5:31 left to go in the first quarter. Javi. Just go to lounge and add him and then message him in DMs. Here we go. Mason Rain up the middle again. Breaking through up the middle. And here we go. Chargers knocking on the door in the red zone. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Quick pass outside, caught. Is that Armani? Sorry, I'm not your coach. Damn. Take the snap, drops back to throw. Quick pass out. DM'd him. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. I go, Maximoff. He's got 5 receivers on the field. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, rolls out right. Pressure coming. Gets rid of the ball just in time. Now to take the lead here. The kick is up. Chip shot for anybody. Kick is good. As we've seen before in the stands in the pre-show, Hershey Sugar arrived to the game. He said he spoke wisely, loudly of Damian Maximoff here. He wants them to get his ring. If anyone's going to do it, Damian has to do it now. Man's wearing his jersey in the crowd right now. And here we go. Zoe Stark in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle. Caught. Big gain there by McLaurin. Or McLaren. Something like that. In other news, league award voting will be up either today or tonight or tomorrow. League voting for awards. We will have the Madden voting as well, but we all know it all matters what the people say. We will find out. Everyone. Nico won MVP year 1, and someone said otherwise. So. Quick pass over the middle, caught by the running back. Don't worry, you're still an MVP. Well, if you would talk more, you would have gotten it. Here we go. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. That's why you didn't win MVP right there. The Bears are driving inside the 25 now. Motions the tight end over. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass over to the outside. He's going to be caught. No, he's going to drop it. A Gentry on the drop there. That's Amelia, sorry. Still working on everybody's names. So Stark takes a snap. Halfback dive up the middle. Bounces off one man. Can't break the second, but he will get a gain of 3 there. As that's going to bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain. Earlier this season, we had a classic. Chicago and the Chargers were going neck and neck at the end there. I believe it was the Chargers who pulled it out, but I couldn't remember. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, quick pass outside, and he's going to get sticked. Taylor Britt on the outside is going to knock him away, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to set the field goal unit up. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Kick is away. He's going to bring it out to the 20, 25, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 27-yard line. And here we go, Damian Maximoff with his second drive here. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, fires over the middle, caught. Short pickup there is going to bring up 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remain in the first quarter. It's a tied ball game, 3-3 in Miami. Halfback dive up the middle, and he's going to fall forward for the first down. Chargers have shown an explosive run game with White and Rain in the backfield. We should see if White's going to get involved here soon or often. Motions the receiver inside, takes a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to get there for the sack. Noble on the sack. He's going to pick up the first one of the day for the Bears. It's a battle of the trenches. Whoever can win up front is going to win this ball game. And here we go, 2nd and 21. Trips left, bunch receiver. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Outside, caught. He made a quarterback. Say he made a quarterback. That's why it's crazy. Punts away, and that's going to flip the fields right there to the 32-yard line. Here we go. It's 3 receivers to the right. Who's going to be the first to break? Is this going to fake the handoff here? Zoe Stark drops back to throw. Finds pressure, runs up the middle, and he's going to slide right at the 48-yard line. Here we go. Zoe Stark in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quick pass outside. Caught. Change the playbook next season. Takes a snap. Handoff. Ooh, we got a counter play there. Sonola's going to run to the 43-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 2. Chargers are going to be sending some pressure here. Zoe Stark takes a snap. Here comes the blitz, and he's going to get through there. Wrapped up by Jaquan Jones and company. Judd Sosa. And here we go. Kick is away, and this one's going to go to the sideline, right out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And we've got ourselves a 1st down and 10. Ball at the 11-yard line. Maximoff on his 3rd drive. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure's coming. Quick fires. Over the middle. Caught. Everett. Had a big game last week against the Houston Texans. 4 touchdowns on the board. A plus 150 yards to add to the day. Get a few more of those games. You could be looking at yourself as a future SKFA Hall of Famer. And at the end of 1, we are tied up here in Miami. 3-3. Here we go. Maximoff drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle is caught. In stride. Does he have the distance? No, he does not. Little JJ on the little out route. A little streaky. Burnt the coverage, and that's going to flip the fields immediately. And now we've got ourselves 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Ball on the 20-yard line. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back. Quick pass. And it doesn't find the man as it's going to fall incomplete. Here we go. Maximoff in the gun. Takes a snap. Drops back. He's going to step up. He's going to take it himself. Ooh, didn't trust his tight end to get the block. He picked him up, but he slid early. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Can Maximoff continue to play well? Turnovers have bugged him the entire season. Here we go. Drops back to throw. Quick pass. Caught. And that's going to be a 1st down inside the 10. Ghost Gamer on the reception is going to bring up 1st and goal inside the 6-yard line. Knocking on the door. Do the Bears have what it takes to stop them here? Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time. Throws it to the tight end who wasn't quite ready for it. And Precious Julius, whatever his name is, picks up the pass deflection. Here we go. Looking like a run here. Bears are ready for it. Play action. Throws it out of the back of the end zone. Can't get the feet down. Caleb Downs in coverage. And we've got ourselves 3rd and goal here. Bears are ready for a run again. It won't be. Quick pass. Takes a snap. That's a big SOB right there. And Zoe Stark sets up in the deep end of his own side of the field. A defensive stand by the Bears. Bears are on fire right now. Passing yards are very even. 123 to 122. Here we go. Stark in the gun again. 2 tight end set. Motions McLaurin. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Welcome to the 28 people. Quick pass outside to Sonola. Bears take the snap. Sonola can't find a hole. He's been held to 3 yards on 5 rushes by Cam Frost there on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Need to give your defense a break. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass. Over the middle. Caught again. Gentry finds the hole in the defense. And Zoe Stark gets there. That post route has been killing now. That little 15, 20-yard in. That's what it is. Great play there by Stark as Damian Maximoff and the offense are watching on the sideline, hoping the Chargers can get a stop here on defense. Here we go. They run no huddle. Stark in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass to the running back again. No, that's tight end. Sorry. That's going to bring a new set of downs. 1st and 10 inside the 12. Quick pass underneath. Caught. Touchdown Bears. I'm going to have to stop the share screen. People are saying it ain't working well. A Romeo Odunze spotting in SKFA. You'll just have to listen to the radio. As the Bears will take a 10-3 lead. Sorry, responding to stuff. Doing good. Here we go. Damian, after fumbling last drive, takes a snap, drops back to throw, heaves it deep. It's caught. Goes Gamer. What an absolute heave. That's an 80-yard dime. It was knocked away by the corner, but the receiver managed to find it. What a play by the Chargers. As Damian Maximoff and company are going to tie the ball game up. 4:52 left. My fault. One play, 74 yards. What a way to respond by the Chargers. Now Zoe Stark and this offense has to come out and answer right back. In SKFA, it only takes one. Returns brought out to the 26-yard line. Stark conducted a great drive last drive. Let's see if he can do it again. Under center. 2 tight end set. Fakes the handoff. Drops back to throw. Pressure comes, and they're going to get there. Off the edge. Joquan Jones and company gets the sack. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 20. Jaquavians Jones. Here we go. I form. Handoff up the middle. Big block. Sonola breaks free. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. The 40. 30. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown Bears. 84 yards. Takes it right up the B gap, and that's how the Bears respond. What a run there, untouched, up the middle. Finally, the offenses are opening up, and we've got ourselves a shootout here in the second quarter as the kick is away, and we are going to see if the Chargers can respond quickly. Kick is being brought out. He's at the 10, the 15, 20, 25. And that's where he'll be brought down at, same as a fair catch. Ghost Gamer's been the all-star here for the Chargers. 3 catches, 93 yards, and a tutty. Here we go. Maximoff back on the field. Under center. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming. Quick pass outside. Williams with the catch. Here we go. Halfback dive. Mason Rain up the middle. Stiff arms. Throws off the linebacker at the A gap, and he's going to get the first down. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw, and he's going to get brought down in the backfield by Timothy Bogdanovich, whatever his name is. Bogdanovich, whatever the hell. Running back missed his block. Now Maximoff takes a snap. Quick pass underneath the Gamer again. And he's going to fight for an extra 5 yards after contact. And here we go. 3rd and 9. 3:23 left in the game. 33, sorry. Halfback screen, and Maximoff's going to get met. Sack there, brings it up 4th and 17, and now the Chargers are going to be forced to kick. At halftime, we will take a look at some of the Pro Bowl announcements to see who all made the Pro Bowl on the AFC and NFC side. That will also be announced in the chat after the game. I'm just going to read it off the screenshots. Here we go. Stark takes a snap. Quick pass underneath to Gentry. Gentry, he's been a weapon all day. That's his 7th catch of the game. He wants it bad. He's been there since year one. One of the few consistents. Here we go. In the gun. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick fires deep. Caught! No! Knocked away. Lavando Rondo breaks it up from Gentry. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Stark wants to fire deep early, and Cam Frost breaks through the line. Untouched. Gets to Stark out of the play action, and that's going to be 3rd and 16. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Fires deep over the middle. Caught Gentry. What a game by Gentry. Looking at your Super Bowl MVP if he can pull it out. Stark has found his favorite weapon as they move the ball inside the enemy territory. Ball at the 41-yard line. Here we go. Takes a snap. Halfback dive up the middle. Sonola breaks off one man. Great block by the receiver. He's going to get out of there. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Ah, he can't get in the end zone. What a block by the receiver. Picking up 2 men on the outside. Here we go. Bears knocking on the front door at the 4. Takes a snap. Drops back. Quick pass. Caught by Gentry. Been all over the field today. Opening up, blocking, running room. Catching the ball and now scoring touchdowns. As the Bears are going to take a commanding 24-10 lead going into the 2-minute warning. Kick is away and it's brought out at to the 25. Brought down at the 29. What did that say? I don't know why they worded it like that. It said Steelers lost competition for Rodgers. Alright, here we go. Maximoff takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming. Gets hit as he throws. And this Bears D-line has been torturing Maximoff all game. Can Dedrick Moore step up and lead from up front with Rashawn Slater? Takes a snap. Pressure's coming again. He's going to have to throw on the run, and he's going to get it to the sideline. Caught by his trusted tight end, Williams. Minute 20 left inside the second quarter. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Fires. Caught. Mason Rain out of the backfield. Here we go. Maximoff in the gun. Motions the tight end across. This tight end duo has been deadly. He's going to dump it underneath the Rain again. Who's going to bounce off 2 people and get brought down inside the 25-yard line. 53 seconds remain. 2 timeouts. Maximoff, 1st and 10. 5 wide. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time. Fires. Caught. Here we go. Maximoff in the gun. Takes a snap. Quick pass. Outside. Caught. Ghost Gamer. Can he reach it? He will get to the sideline. That will stop the clock with 37 seconds remaining. Maximoff feeling himself now. Bunch set to the left. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Rain picks up a blocker, but not everyone's blocked. Panda on the sack. That's not Panda. That's not Panda, right? 97, turn around. I can't see your name. That's beside the point. Here we go. Maximoff, 30 seconds remain. Drops back to throw. Has time. Rolls out right. Pressure coming, and he's going to take a back-to-back sack. That is the Bears' 6th sack of the game. And Damian crumbling under pressure. Here we go. Probably one of the final attempts at the end zone here. 22 seconds remain. Ball at the 20-yard line. Takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Fires it out of bounds, and they are going to be content taking the field goal. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Pro Bowl stuff. Alright, and this will be a return, and I'm sure they're going to want to take this into the half with their lead. Halfback stretch up the middle. It's going to be brought down at the 27. And now we are going to take a look, and I did not take a screenshot of who the quarterbacks were that won. That's absolutely insane. Alright, we're going to talk about who won what now. Going off the AFC side, Anthony Love is your QB1 of the AFC. Krem McSorley is QB2. And QB3 is going to go to Bryson Underwood. Halfback 1 is going to go to Bruce Tyson. I'm not going to read all that. Never mind. I'll just post it in the chat. Kick is away, and it is returned out to the 25-yard line. I thought I had more time. A little update from the WNBA if anybody cares. Fever are losing to the Atlanta Dream, 57-45. Here we go. Damian Maximoff takes a snap. Pressure's coming again. Crossbody throw to his halfback. Gets him killed in the process, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure's coming. Dumps it off to his halfback. Can he get to the first down marker? No, he cannot. And a North Carolina man has been sentenced for killing a retired teacher. What the fuck? Alright, Maximoff, quick pass, outside, caught, Gamer. Good old Ghost Gamer picks up the first down. Here we go. Bunch set to the left, Maximoff hands it off and gets him killed. Up the middle by Mason Rain, gets absolutely destroyed in the backfield by Mackey and company. Here we go. You see Devontae Burst sitting in the middle of the field right there. Look at his sexy self. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Maximoff steps up, dumps it underneath the Gamer, and he's going to be wrapped up by Tot and Burst. Here we go. Motion's Ari. Nope, my motion's Everett, I meant. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Good pressure. Here comes, and he's going to throw it away. Forcing the Chargers to punt here on 4th and 5. Not what you want to do when you're down 11 in the third quarter, but got to put some faith into your defense as the kick is away, and it's a solid one. But it's going to go out the back of the end zone, and that's going to set up the Bears in the 20-yard line. If you're the Bears GM, you got to be happy. No turnovers, really. That's they've been real lenient on that. No throwing interceptions. They've had one fumble. That was early. That was the first drive of the game, but ever since they have dominated offensively. Chris Gentry and company have led the way. Here we go. Takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle, and it hits Jaquavius Jones in the helmet. This brings up 2nd and 10. Here we go. Start. Conducting. Takes a snap. Quick pass underneath to the running back. Who's going to get the first down? No, he's not. Here we go. Takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle. Caught. Luca Emilio. Here we go. Start. In the shotgun. Takes a snap. Underneath. Going to hand it off. And Jay Capelot off that edge is going to pick him up in the backfield. Here we go. Takes a snap. Halfback dive up the middle. Sonola has a block by Gentry, and he's going to get outside to the 42-yard line. Those two are best friends right now as Gentry is the lead blocker there for about a 25-yard gain up the middle. Bears looking to lock up their first Super Bowl win since, when the fuck was the last time they won a Super Bowl? When did the Bears win a Super Bowl? 1986. That's right. Yeah, the 85 season, right? I forgot. Quick pass over top to Gentry. Gets his 12th catch of the game. I forgot the sweetness. Super Bowl shuffle. Hey, see, I got the Steelers FO in here. See, he's active. Halfback dive up the middle, and he's going to get brought down at the 13-yard line. My fault. Bears looking to possibly put the nail in the coffin. Quick pass over the middle. It is dropped by Emilio. 3rd and 9. Here we go. Under center. 2 tight ends on the field. Cole Kmet and McLaurin. Takes the snap. Drops back to throw. McLaurin's open. Quick pass out to the end zone. Gentry can't bring it in. True Edwards knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 4th down. No, that's Rondo. My fault. Rondo, hey. Rocka, hey. Here we go. Kick is away. And it's a boomer. Here we go. Kick is away, and they've got ourselves a 14-point lead with 4:15. Fuck me. Ghost Gamer, 8 catches, a $136, and a touchdown on the day. Here we go, Maximoff needing to strike and put something on the board here. Bunch set to the left. 2 tight ends on the field. Takes a snap. Halfback dive to Mason Rain up the middle. Rain's going to meet head-to-head. Todd at the middle. Todd has been everywhere on the field this game. From linebacker to safety, and played a little bit of edge there a little bit earlier. Bears move to a cover 1 here. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Manned up. And the pressure is going to get there once again. That'll be his 7th sack of the day for the Bears defensive line as Timothy Bogdanovich picks up the crucial sack and is going to knock him all the way back to the 27-yard line, 2nd and 18. Takes a snap. Pressure coming as Precious is going to get in the backfield too. One of the rarities. We've got an all-white defensive line. Here we go. Maximoff takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Fires. Caught. Everett. But that's not going to be enough, and they're going to have to punt here. 4th and 5. Halfback dive to the outside. Sonola back-to-back great rushes. He's pushing a 200-yard day. Here we go. Wide receiver bubble screen, and he's going to get knocked down in the backfield. No, he's going to fall forward. Here we go. Halfback dive up the middle. And that looks like that's going to be Jaquavian Jones going to the locker room holding his wrist. Not what you want to see from this Chargers defense as they are already hurt. Missing a cornerback and a backup linebacker. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass outside is intercepted. Is that Rondo on the pick? No, that's Cam Taylor-Britt having to step in for the injured corner. And the Chargers finally getting a stop. And here we go. Damian has a chance. Can he capitalize on the defensive stand? Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pass underneath. Caught by Ghost Gamer. Advances it past the 40-yard line to the 39. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The yardage difference total is astronomically different compared to what the Bears have. 400-plus yards compared to the 250 the Chargers. Here we go. Takes a snap. Quick pass. Outside. Caught. Everett on the reception there, and that's going to bring up a new set of downs inside the 25-yard line. Chargers running no huddle. They want to score quick. Here we go. Damian with White in the backfield. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Caught. Again, running no huddle here. Damian Maximoff in the shotgun. Bears look tired. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time. Rolls out right. Looks to fire, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Crucially there, Mackey in coverage there on the receiver he was wanting. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Cannot get a field goal here. You've got to score a touchdown. Takes a snap. Halfback dive up the middle. And that's going to be a first down? No, 4th and 1. And the Chargers are going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Do you hand it off here? No, you're going to throw it. Quick pass. And it is broken up. Big stand there by the Bears again in the red zone. Now you got to ask, can Zoe Stark hold on to the ball long enough to kill some more clock? Your goal is not to give the ball back the rest of this quarter. Even though there's 53 seconds left, that's a long time. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Quick pass underneath the Sonola. He's going to get wrapped up and lose a gain of lose some yards there for 3, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Trips right. Takes a snap, halfback dive to Sonola. Gets outside, steps inside. He's going to break one man, get to the 20. Get taken down to the 21-yard line. 30 seconds left. Sonola feeling it his damn self. Here we go. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle, caught. Luca Emilio. Zoe Stark in the shotgun. Bunch set right. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Fires it, intercepted! Picked off by the defense. Number 54 is going to bring it back for a touchdown. Judd Sosa picking up his first pick of the game. And that right there could turn the tides. This pass there intended for his tight end, McLaurin. And now Cameron Dicker on to take the extra point here to make it a 7-point game. Kick is up and the kick is good. Damn, muted my mic. And at the end of 3, the Bears will have the ball going into the 4th quarter, only up 7. This is how it was looking last time as now. Who do you trust? Do you trust your leaders? Do you trust your run game? Do you trust your O-line? Here we go. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Has time, fires it over the middle, caught. McLaurin. Going to pick up about 7 there. Now you got to wonder, are they going to kill some clock here? I guess someone got injured? Clock stopped. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle, caught again. That's going to be number 16. Is that a Roma Dunze sighting? That's crazy. Haven't seen Sonola yet. We might see him here. Takes a snap, halfback dive up the middle. He's going to get met by Judd Sosa on the edge. And that's going to knock him out of the zone for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. In the pistol. Not pistol, in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure's coming, and he's going to get there for the sack. Jay Capelot with his second sack of the game. And we've got 3rd and 17. Can Zoe Stark get him out of this jam? Takes a snap, drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to slide at the 40, avoiding Judd Sosa. And that's going to be a punting time for the Bears as the Chargers are going to get the ball back with 7 minutes to go. Kick is away. Returner going to let it bounce. And it's going to fall out of the end zone been taken to the 20-yard line. Here we go. Maximoff. Crucial moment here. Can't afford any turnovers. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick pass underneath. Gamer. Maximoff hoping to have found his home for the foreseeable future here in LA. Left Atlanta. Couldn't get the job done there. Here we go. Halfback dive. Mason Rain. Gonna truck forward. And he's gonna get a good gain there of about 5. Bringing up 3rd and 3. Damn right I brought that up. Here we go. Maximoff in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Fires over the middle. Caught. There ain't no way the Steelers franchise owner wants Jose to go to the Steelers. Halfback counter up the middle to Mason Rain. And that's going to be a gain of 1 on the play there. 5:44 left in the game. 27-20. Maximoff at the 30. Takes a snap. Handoff again. Setting up Mason Rain to get absolutely blown up in the backfield. There's been no run game here for the Chargers today. Just like in real life. Maybe that's why they wouldn't get Najee. Here we go. Maximoff. Motions Ari. Not Ari, but Everett. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time. Pressure coming. Throws it deep outside. And it's... He may have stepped out of bounds. It is pass interference on the corner. Hansen on the penalty there. And that's going to put them on the other side of the field. Big defensive pass interference there. He's going to motion Ari to the outside. Takes a snap. Quick pass to his tight end underneath. He's going to get the first down. And now they're knocking on the door for maybe a touchdown here. Here we go. Maximoff. Spread offense here. Bunch set left. Trips. Nope. Audibles. Brings Mason Rain back to the backfield. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Fires underneath. Caught. Everett. Chargers looking to pick up a Super Bowl victory. They've done great all season. They knocked off the scary Texans. And now Maximoff looking to capitalize as he connects with Ari Williams in the red zone at the 5-yard line. Knock it on the door. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Fires. Caught. Ari Williams. Dancing his way into tying the ball game up here in the 4th quarter as Damian drives them down the field. And now we wait the kick by Cameron Dicker. Dicker the kicker. It's up. It's good. It's my call. It's my fucking show. This is my fucking show. Who do you think you are? I am. I don't give a fuck. That's right. I win. You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. Zostar takes a snap. Quick pass over top. Can't be brought in by Roma Dunze. Oh, Jutt still in the zone. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Has time. Fires it. Over the middle. Caught. That's Luke Emilio. Gotta say, who wants it more? Does this defense want it? Or do the Bears? They haven't been here since '85. They want it bad. Walter Payton's looking down on him right now. Quick pass outside. Luke Emilio breaks one tackle. Gets to the 39 in enemy territory. Bears moving fast, moving often. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Has time. Pressure's coming. Gets taken down at the 48-yard line by Davon Johnson. Welcome back from injury, young man. Dislocated shoulder, and now he's making sacks in the Super Bowl. Under center. Can't get away from the run game here as they're going to hand it off to Sonola up the middle. Breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. And he gets wrapped up by Jut Sosa at the middle linebacker spot, bringing up a 3rd and 13 for a gain of 6. What a run there by Sonola. It's going to be hard to decide who wins MVP based off this game. Both Gentry and Sonola have had great days. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Got to find somebody. Stark's going to take it himself. He needs 13. He's going to get it. And he's going to meet True Edwards on the outside, but he's going to slide before he gets there. A gain of about 26 there on the play brings up 1st and 10. 3:08 left in the game. Takes a snap, halfback trap up the middle. He's going to break off one man. He ain't going down. And he's going to be finally brought down. Right at the 21-yard line. He wasn't. Hershey threw his jersey. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure's coming. And Zoe Stark goes down again. Christian Harris off the edge. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 17. They are in field goal range, but you got to know Maximoff is unpredictable as he's going to get sacked. Zoe Stark gets taken down by True Edwards off the safety blitz. Kick is up. And it's wide right. And now Maximoff. Opportunity here to capitalize and cement his legacy in SKFA history. One drive, one opportunity. This could put him in the Hall of Fame. Right here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Is Damian Maximoff worthy of the Hall? Quick pass outside to Mason Rain. He's going to be brought down at the 48-yard line. How bad do they want it? Here we go. Maximoff in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. And he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield by Precious again. The 9th sack of the day. The Bears just cannot get the Chargers just can't catch a break on that front. All you need is a field goal. Takes the snap. 3rd and 13. Gets it down to White. Can he break one free? No, he cannot. And that's the 2-minute warning. 401 remains. 401 passing yards. Here we go. What a quick way to get on and off the field for the Bears. And what a terrible punt. He punts it 22 yards. And now the Bears in striking distance once again. Chargers need to stop here. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to get there. Christian Harris off the edge again. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here we go. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Chargers need something here. Breaks it up there in coverage. Ivan in coverage is going to get a stop there. 3rd and 10. Both defense show up. But it looks like the Chargers are going to send some pressure here as Stark motions his tight end to get him into a better formation. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Needs to get rid of it quickly. He does. He finds his backup tight end. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15. And he gets wrapped up After a... Yeah, he got wrapped up. My throat is killing me and I'm exhausted. I'm trying. I haven't slept in 2 days. Exactly. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Sonola, who's going to break one free to the outside. Gain of 4. I've got 2 bitches in my ear right now. Here we go. Bears knocking on the front door at the 11. I'll leave. Ooh, he trucks the D tackle and he gets dragged to the 8-yard line. Making it 3rd and 2. Bears get a first down here. You can waste the clock away. Takes a snap. Halfback dives. Trusted back. Might as well let him in. And they won't. But he will get the first down as the clock will continue to move. Now, do you waste some clock here? Do you take a knee and take your field goal? They're going to go for the points as Sonola walks in. Bears pretty much didn't have to do anything there. And that will be a 200-yard rushing day there by Sonola. Game's almost done, damn. And the kick is up and the kick is good, and that's going to make it a 7-point lead. Now you got to look at Damian Maximoff. Can he lead his team to victory here? Kick is away, and it's a good one. He's going to bring it out to the 25, 27-yard line. And out comes Maximoff and company. Got to look for your key targets here. You got to look for your big tight ends. You know you got 2 of them. And here we go. Do the Bears have it? Damian takes a snap, drops back, quick throw underneath. Ghost Gamer. He catches it. No timeouts remaining. So they got to move. 50 seconds left. Here we go. Motions the receiver over. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Quick fires again over the middle. Caught. Everett. Dives forward to the 47. Has no time. We got to go. 10-second runoff. 25 seconds remain at the 47-yard line. Motions the tight end again. Damian. Audibles. No time. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Got to get rid of it. Gets hit as he throws. 14 seconds remain. Do you just have to take shots at this point? Damian changes the play. Brings Mason Rain back to the backfield. No, that's Rasheed White. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure's coming. Throws it away just in time. We could be looking at 2 heaves to the end zone right here. 53 yards to go to the end zone. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Throws it away again. 4th down. 1 play remaining. The Bears know what they got to do here. They need a stop. They're only going to send 3. Maximoff in the shotgun. Takes the snap. All day in the pocket. Has to unload deep. He's looking for Everett. Finds a defensive back in the end zone. Interception, Bears. And that's going to do it from Miami. As Everett and company can't get the job done. What a day by Chris Gentry and Sonola out of the backfield. What a game by the Bears, able to come all the way and become Super Bowl champs. As Commissioner Roger Goodell is going to hand the trophy over. As we wait to see who wins Super Bowl MVP. What a game by the Bears. We will take a look at the Pro Bowl list after this game and what the league said the awards were. We'll just knock those out while we have the stream here. That catch right there by Ghost Gamer, that made it look like that they actually had a shot at winning this whole game. Let's take a look at the stats here. Damian Maximoff didn't have a great day by any means, but he did have a decent day. 420 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Mason Rain couldn't get the ball going. I better be taking screenshots here. Zoe Stark had a great day today besides those 2 interceptions, but this guy right here, Sonola, should win your MVP today. Either him or Chris Gentry, one of the two. Both made their names known today. Bunch of sacks here today by both teams. We will take a screenshot here and we will take a look and see what the injury was for Jaquavian Jones for the Chargers. Stand by here as we take a look. Nothing new for them. Hey, Jaquavian Jones broke his thumb in the Super Bowl and didn't tape it up to go back out. Pussy. We'll take a look at the stats and awards real quick. Yearly awards, according to the league, Crim McSorley is your MVP, guys. Followed up by Cookie Thief, AJ Carson, Damian with 4th place, rookie JJ Daniels 5th, and your Super Bowl champion Zoe Stark at 6. Anthony Love, Camden Jones, and Brian Underwood with Charles Chavert. Let's take a look at the OPOY. Grant coming up short, 2nd place. Bruce Tyson is your Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC, followed up by Jeremiah Smith 4th, Bryson 7th, Krim finished 5th, Sweet Baby Race 8th, and Jace, even with a torn pec midway through the season, finishes 10th. Without a doubt, Hershey Sugar, after the season he had, is your Defensive Player of the Year. Sosa coming up short, and Vernon Oaksgrove rounds out the top 3. Zepp Bassett, after the trade from the Texans to the Titans, finishes 4th. And James Storm finishes 8th. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Everett Monroe. Congratulations, Everett. Colt Remington 2nd, Ghost Gamer 3rd, Mason Rain 4th. Porter James, the the quarterback for the Browns, 5th. Drew Barry, Cordell Huff, Demarius King, and Borman round out that list. King Sosa is your Defensive Rookie of the Year. Followed by Finn Uso. Well, that doesn't count because he is already in the league. Cam Frost, Quincy Carter, Jeffrey Heisenberg, Tyrell Forbes, Matt Wilson, and Davon Johnson round out that list. Your best quarterback's Krim. Bruce is your best running back. Best receiver will go to Grant Martin. Texans will dominate this category for the offensive line. Sosa wins best defensive lineman. Hershey wins best linebacker. Best corner user-wise is going to go to Pizza Boy. No, my fault. Pierre Alla, Texan. Kicker wise, user kicker, Horbit Harjon. Now we'll take a look at the NFC. Christian Henry is your NFC Offensive Player of the Year. He doesn't exist. I kept him in there just because. Debo's third. Billy. That's 6. Hell, Cookie Thief and Lawson got on the list. DPOY goes to Charles Shavir, and JT Bradson brings up the rear. And out of all the names on this list, we're missing Jose. Even after a 13-pick season, couldn't even get on the voting list for Defensive Player of the Year. AJ Rodriguez for the Panthers wins Defensive Rook. Offensive Rook goes to Jaden Lawson. JJ Daniels brings up second. And then other list on there, but best QB goes to Cookie Thief, Christian Henry RB, Mr. Debo receiver, Biggie Smalls, best OL for the Bears. Congratulations, Biggie. Charles Shavir and JT. Hell, you could have told me 2 different names there for that list. Best LB, Vontae James and RJ Watt. AJ Rodriguez and Jose Rodriguez round out your best DB list. Best kicker goes to Jake Wood. Coach of the Year is going to go to Chance Carter. Alright, and now let's take a look at the... Can I take a look at Pro Bowl? Have a look at Pro Bowl. Phenomena. Phenomena. We'll take a look at the stats real quick just while we're here. Passing wise, Anthony is your lead quarterback. 40 interceptions, though. That doesn't make you look much better, Ant. We'll get down here. Okay, rushing. Bruce, 2,000 yards rushing with 27 rushing touchdowns. The only running back in the league to average at least 121 yards a game. Sweet Baby Ray almost had 100, but he couldn't finish the job. Take a look at the receivers. Billy leads the league with 2,000 receiving yards. Grant, 23 touchdowns, 1,800 receiving yards. Almost got caught by Jeremiah Smith. Hell, Jace even had 1,500 receiving yards after tearing his pec. You think that could have ended differently this season if he did get injured? We ain't gonna look at all that defense here. Tackles wise, Hershey Sugar with an astonishing 220 total tackles. The next most is 185. Interceptions wise, we had a 3-way tie. Hershey Sugar, Trayvon Diggs, and AJ Rodriguez. Oh, so it wasn't even Jose. Hold on. I'm sorry. What did that? Hold on. Oh, Jose had 13 as well. My fault. So, how many people had 13? AJ had 13. Jose had 13. I know. I forgot it doesn't list everybody. Besides the point. Pierre had 10. Damn. Deflection wise, Sam, Javi, 18 deflections. Charles had 3 forced fumbles. Diesel, Javier Sanders, Lofu Dilu. Sosa had a safety. Hershey had 3 touchdowns. AJ Rodriguez had 3. Moon had 2. Bunch of other people had 2. Let's take a look at the sacks list here. 35 sacks is the number to beat. Charles Xavier had 34.5. Couldn't get the job done. Sosa had 29. Vernon had 27.5. Kevloff had 18, but he also had a torn pec midway through the season. And that will do it from this end. And that will be the end of the Season 4 here from Texas. Thank you all for joining. Congratulations, Chicago Bears, your Super Bowl champion. We are going to take the time to recuperate here. I'm not going to be available the next few days. We will probably have the draft sometime next week. That's the game plan. We'll see. Alright, guys. Thank you.